Hey, bold dreamers, happy Saturday. It's Kara here. And Bob Proctor says that change is inevitable, but personal growth is a choice. He goes on to explain that as we resist change, what happens is that we get into this place and this feeling of rigidity, and rigidity only leads to morbidity. So today I want to talk to you about how can you make change more welcome in your life. And I believe there are two ways that we can make change welcome. The first is gratitude, and the second is growth, the desire for growth. So let's take a look at gratitude. And you can see I have my gratitude board behind me here today. But gratitude is an important part of making change welcome. And we want to wrap everything in our life in gratitude. You know, where we are and the challenges that we have and the opportunities and the people and the places and the things and the dogs and the cars. Wrap that all in gratitude. That's how we make change welcome. When I was in college, I believe it was my sophomore year, we went on a spring break service project. And for that service project, there was a hurricane that had come through Charleston, South Carolina. And so a team of other college kids and myself went to work on this lady's house. Now, the lady, her name was Miss Susie, and she was this little charismatic black woman who lived in a house that was probably 12 by 12, maybe 15 by 15. But we built her a floor out of 2x4s. And we didn't cover it with carpet. We didn't cover it with luxury vinyl tile or hardwood floors. It was out of 2x4s. And Miss Susie could not wait to get in that house and to dance on that floor for Jesus. She was just so grateful for that floor. And the way that we can make change welcome in our own lives is to be grateful. Grateful for all those things that are currently in our lives. The second way that we make change welcome is to recognize that the desire for growth is a natural thing. Everything around us is evolving. I mean, the desire for growth is what calls the plant forward. That plant is seeking light, it's seeking life, and that calls it forward. You know, that's what makes the acorn grow into this big oak tree. It's calling it forward. And we all have that same desire within us. You know, we have life that is seeking a freer, fuller, more expanded expression through us. And that comes to us in inklings. You know, we get this inkling that, you know what, next time I discipline my kids, I want to focus on praising them and focus on, you know, maintaining my cool. Or, you know what, I want to build more passion into my relationships. Or that friend that was so supportive of me, you know, 10 years ago, I really want to be supportive of them. And instead of, you know, always focusing on words of victimization, I want to have more empowering conversations. I want to be different in the way that I interact with people. So we get these inklings to be better, to do better, to have more, to get a new car, to, you know, go on a great trip somewhere. And a lot of times what happens is that we stuff that life back down. We suppress those desires. We toss them away as unimportant, or as, oh, I could never do that, or I'm too old for that, or that will never happen for me at this point. But that's life seeking expression through you. Bob Proctor also says, you know, when we push that down, when we suppress it, a lot of times depression is the result. And when we're in that state of depression, our bodies go into a state of dis-ease. They're not at ease. You know, when we embrace growth, we're able to stay in this place of at ease because it's a natural part of each of us. It's a natural part of what's happening all around us in the world. You know, change is inevitable. It's inevitable. I mean, the world's not going to wait for you. I was thinking about, you know, maps. Who carries a map anymore? Even this thing. I haven't had this out of my cabinet for 4 or 5 years. I just use the little app on my phone. I don't need my GPS anymore. You know, the world is changing right before our very eyes. Or what about these things? Anybody recognize these? I mean, they used to get stuck in the cassette player and we'd take pens and try to, you know, reel them back in. But cassettes are out. You know, CDs. I don't even use CDs. Like now we have these downloadable MP3 and MP4 files, and the world is changing all around us. And we can either embrace it or we can resist it. But I want to ask you, in your own life, where are you resisting change? Where are you still showing up as the cassette version of yourself? You know, maybe it's in the way that you interact with your mom. You know, you're still showing up as the person you were 10, 20 years ago. Maybe you're still showing up in your, you know, loving, intimate relationship as the cassette version of yourself, or maybe in your finances. You know, nothing has changed from 10 or 20 years ago. So where are you showing up as the cassette version of yourself? And how can you wrap that where you are in gratitude and express that desire of growth so you can call yourself into the largest version and the highest version of yourself today? So thanks for listening, guys. Take care. Have a great day. See ya. Bye-bye.